The heavily armed soap bubble. Like I said, I'm stupidly wearing my my Artemex gear. Yeah, this is the Fury. I still say it looks like it was designed to fit in the back of a Freelancer. Hey V, you're in a Fury right now, aren't you? The missile version? Okay. Even though it's not letting us fire any of them, at least not me. Oh yeah, apparently someone's already figured out that you can fit 12 of these in an A2. Can you imagine rolling up on an A2? Wait a minute. Yeah, well, gun's still unavailable. All right, well. And the A2 just opens up its mouth and just a fucking swarm of these things comes out. I'm gonna pull out my Freelancer. I don't remember where the fuck it's at. I mean, if it's nearby, I'll pull out my Freelancer.
Landing successful.
And I want to see if one of these will fit in the back of, at the very least, a DUR. I don't think it'll fit in a DUR. Maybe in a Max, but I don't have a Max. I want to see if your ship can fit in mine, Hotsky. Sorry, I also talk to me in stream chat because in-game chat's getting a little spicy. Oh, it's downstairs at area 18. All right, I'm gonna go grab it from area 18. And then I'll come back up. Idiots in comms again? Yeah. Well, you know how it is, all right? Every free flight, there'll be that one guy that's trying to pick a fight with everybody here for the free fly event. And then when he inevitably beats him because he's got his super fucking roided out ship against their rentals, he'll talk all kinds of shit in chat. Or he'll make fun of people that turn and run away because they don't want to deal, with his super upgraded ship. You know how people can be, Holy crap, you're taking forever. You're going to time out and you're going to kick me out, aren't you? This is how these comm systems get broken too. These terminals.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected.
Vehicle
Stand by.
selected. Come on. No, wrong button. Server FPS. It's actually better than I thought it would be. So it's just being laggy as shit
Your
right now.
vehicle has been
Hangar
delivered
3,
to
there
the
we go.
following location. Please
All right.
visit us again.
So I'm going to run down to Area 18, grab my Freelancer, come back up, and we'll see if Hutski can park in the back of my Freelancer. You know what? We need a version of this that has like jump seats on the side, or like just add jump seats to this, so you can have like, what do you say? 3 seats on each side, maybe 4, and just turn this into like a mini jump ship. The base model fucking Pisces. And yep, my hose is sticking out the bottom of the fucking ship. I wonder, is it just doing it with the the Red Alert Artemex? Because I haven't seen anybody else's Artemex gear look like that. I wonder if it's a visual glitch only to my eyes, too. Where is Babbage? There it is. Not Babbage, Area 18. I'm so used to being over Microtech. Sunset. Is it east or west? I want to say it's west of the city. There it is, yeah. Yep, there it is. It always surprises me how dark the spaceports are in this game. Like, you think they'd be lit up like a fucking modern day airport. You know, you could see an airport from like 20 miles away. More than that. Just because how goddamn bright they are.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I think I liked it better when there wasn't any chance for moisture over Riker Spaceport. Clouds do look really fucking good, though.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Oh, god damn it. My cursor disappeared. Oh, my frames. I lost my frames.
That request has already been granted.
Yeah, and you turned off the goddamn marker, so I need you to give me another one.
That request has already been granted.
You are leaving a safe zone.
I see the fury there, but
Warning,
whatever.
you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Fuck it. It's an open door. We're taking it.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Warning,
Engine
will
offline.
not be an active flight bay.
Yeah.
Leave the vicinity.
You know what? It's your own damn fault because you took away the fucking marker and I couldn't see where to go. So, you know what? I just took whatever fucking door was open. I'm blaming you. It's not my fault. Oh, there's the fucking glitch. God, you can tell I'm in a very well-trafficked area because, god damn it. Yeah, my FPS is down to like 13, 14. Like, you'll have to try this again later. It's cool, but it's also got to be how the tutorial just keeps bugging out for you. You told to follow checkpoints out, and you made it to one, and there were no more.
Make this Invictus special by exploring
Oh,
the
that sucks, Dozer.
destroyer. The UES Warhammer is currently docked at the station, but won't be for long.
Welcome
so
to
don't
the
lose your
ASOP
chance.
vehicle retrieval system.
Well, the free flight goes until the end of the month, so... Where's my freelancer? There we go.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 2.
Please
All right.
visit us again.
Also,
Goodbye.
in the interest of not losing my shit,
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following retrieval system.
come on. First you thought it was just being dumb, at the same time assuming there's more checkpoints to follow after getting out. Yeah, there's about half a dozen checkpoints to follow. And there's not really any specific flight path you need to follow normally. That's just them teaching you how to, you know, turn and shit. Basically. But, yeah, once you hit one, another one should pop up. It might be just lag from how busy the place is. I don't know. Maybe it'll fit in a Max. I'm not feeling confident that it'll fit in a DUR now that I'm looking at it. Especially with that there. But, for science, we shall try. There was a just like it would stop getting hanging uploading in the hangar center. Yeah. It definitely happens. Wait. Ooh, wait. just in case. Okay, there's nothing on the ship. Okay, good. I've destroyed or accidentally claimed ships that had like a shitload of oh, just turning on all the power helps. All right, V, I'm coming. We can turn that off. Actually,
Thank you, and please visit again.
I'll warp on over to by Genie Point, and then we can experiment. Come on. Come on, damn it. Oh yeah, forgot to put up my landing gear. You know what you need to do? Is get a fake keyboard set aside just for Leo to poke at. You've tried?
Attention. The UEE Navy would like to invite you to explore one of our 6 active military vessels. The UEES Warhammer is currently docked at this station and accepting tours.
All right. Let's get a little away from the station. We just don't want to accidentally hit anything while we are experimenting. All right. You've set him up with his own computers, plural. Interesting. All right. Stop drifting. Okay. Ship engines are off. We're not drifting anymore. He just goes to where your hands are. You love how all the MPs. Oh, that's not just that's not just in the tutorial. That's everywhere, Automaton. Okay. And for today's episode of Will It Fit? Does the Fury fit in a Freelancer DUR? How do you put on the lights? T. Or is it L? I think on ships it's L. On your helmet is oh, L then. L. There you go. Yeah, ships it's lights. T is for your headlamp, your head torch. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't forget to slow down though. Set your limiter so you don't just power into the ship. Actually, on second thought, hold on. Let me just get out of the ship. Gonna hit lurk soon. Said you have like half a chapter you need to get done before stream tomorrow. All right, man. Yeah, get some rest. It's not looking promising. I can tell you that. I wonder if it'll fit in a max. Like, it almost looks like it's designed to fit in the back of a Freelancer, doesn't it? Those wings don't fold in at all, do they? Well, I don't even think you're going to make it in there, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. You worried? You want me to hop in and give it a try? What? Oh, you hit the turret. It fucking fits? Did you put down the landing gear? Okay, okay. Oof.
Have you ever wanted to see what life is
Head
like
up.
aboard an active military vessel? The
Look at
USS
that.
Warhammer, a Javelin-class destroyer, is currently docked with this station and open to the public for tours.
What? No fucking way. I knew it. And you can still get around it? Now, can you get out, though? That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, yeah, why not? Dude, what if we just use it as like a rear-facing turret? Not even a turret, just a rear-facing, just weapons array. Back it into a Freelancer, go somewhere. When someone tries to fucking come up behind you, you just fucking drop the door and boom, just missiles and fucking guns pointed right at you. That's crazy, man. Probably going to be harder on you than it is on my ship. I don't know. That's the other question is, yes, you got it in there, but did it cement itself to the ship? You know, in the way that vehicles do when they're parked? I don't know. It's up to you if you want to give it a try again. When you land, put down the landing gear and then turn off the engine. And then we can fly around a bit. And see if it reads it as a lot of fucking red lights on my ship. Well, it doesn't read you as hostile, so you're not causing damage to the ship. All right, settled in. I was going to leave the door open. Don't worry about closing the door. Because I'm going to fly around like this and see if it wobbles.
To celebrate this year's Invictus, the UEE Navy would like to invite members of the public to explore an active duty destroyer. Please make your way to the docking area for this unique opportunity.
All right. Yeah, looks like it's cemented fairly well. Nice. Very nice.